Fierce fighting in the eastern Ukrainian town of Soledar. Ukrainian forces battle to keep the Russian mercenary Wagner group back. Well, let's turn now to the latest on the conflict in Ukraine. And fighting has been raging in the east of the country as Russia continues its attack on the Donbas region. The UK's Ministry of Defence says it's likely that the Ukrainian mining town of Soledar is now under Russian control after fighting intensified over the past 4 days. This image from 5 days ago gives a sense of the destruction, even before the latest Russian attacks. Soledar had a population of around 10,000 before the war. Now President Zelensky says there is almost no life there. 2 British nationals, Andrew Bagshaw and Christopher Parry, have gone missing in the region. They were last seen heading to Soledar. They were doing voluntary work and were last seen on Friday. It's thought that Soledar is seen by the Russians as a stepping stone to capturing the city of Bakhmut, where the fighting has been intense. These images are from the front line in recent days. There are reports that the UK may agree to supply tanks to Ukrainian forces. Our Ukraine correspondent James Waterhouse has more from the capital, Kyiv.
Soledar is more important to the Russians than it is the Ukrainians. And I think there are 2 main reasons for that. Firstly, as you were alluding to, it allows the Russians to further encircle the significant city of Bakhmut. There are deep salt mines there, which the Russians could well use to station troops and vehicles. And the fear, certainly from here in Kyiv, is that they could use those tunnels to penetrate Ukrainian-controlled territory. But the second reason it's significant is that the Russians could effectively give Ukraine a taste of its own medicine. Until now, the Ukrainians have effectively isolated thousands of Russian soldiers by taking out their supply lines with targeted missile strikes. Now, should Soledar fall, the Ukrainians are saying nothing is falling at the moment, but should the town fall, it would take out a major Ukrainian supply line to the city of Bakhmut. Now, for the Russians, the gains are extremely costly and they are relatively small. But the reason they are throwing everything at it is that there is a big propaganda win here, because Soledar would be a vital trophy for Vladimir Putin, Russia's president, to present to critics back in Russia.